Hello everyone, I'm Daniel, and if you're watching this, you already know that I have now reached 5,000 subscriptions here on YouTube on my channel, and I'm really pleased to see how things have gone over the past couple of years. I'm really excited to keep doing more Arkham Horror content, but now it's just a sort of a little checkpoint, and thank you so much for everyone who's been watching and supporting me over the years. It just means a lot to be able to talk to all of you, to listen to your comments and read your comments and just get to do something fun. This is a hobby for me. I don't do it for anything else, but I just like being part of the community, engaging with everyone and being part of the conversation. So, uh, thank you, of course, especially to my patrons here who have donated some money for some reason. They actually told me that what they wanted to see me do in celebration was play a standalone and just have some fun. So, as you can see here, we're playing Calvin Wright. We're playing Calvin because I think Calvin's a fun investigator to play, and one of the things that I was supposed to do here was play a deck that wasn't highly tuned, but rather a little bit more thematic, and I can think of no one more that exemplifies the Arkham mythos than Calvin, because he's just here. He's just happy to be here, and I think survivors are just a uh, fun class of investigator to play through standalones because they can kind of do everything. Now, the standalone we're going to play is Murder at the Excelsior Hotel. So maybe more thematically, we're going to try to do some murdering. We'll see how it goes. I actually haven't completely decided. We'll see what the scenario has in store for me. But I know that I start with a knife. So that seems like a good time. Here's the deck. As you can see, I didn't really put a weapon in because I think I just start with one. Otherwise, some good survivor stuff here. You can also see behind me the only new card I think from Drowned City is Contemplative right there. Not my ear, right there. Um, Good skill cards. I think like he doesn't need any help passing tests other than the normal kind of help. And we're also only playing with 19 XP plus 3 within the thick of it. So hopefully that's enough to do well in this scenario. Let's find out. Here we are. I did get two random basic weaknesses, by the way, and they are amnesia and chronophobia, which is, maybe helpful? Question mark. We'll see. Okay. Um, I don't usually go through the story and whatnot, but you might as well for something kind of fun here, right? Let's go for it. So, intro number one. There have been reports of strange occurrences at Arkham's Excelsior Hotel for over a month now. Disappearances, bizarre sightings, sudden closures, sometimes for days at a time, seemingly without warning. It's like something out of a ghost story, but you know better than to simply dismiss these rumors. Too many people have whispered about the Excelsior, and to make matters worse, it seems the stories have only grown more unsettling in the last week. It's time somebody looked into it at all. You've tried going to the police, but the grizzled and world-weary Sergeant Monroe has dismissed you every time. I think that's probably true for Calvin. He probably looks at him and says, hey, buddy, what are you talking about? Probably worse with Ashcan Pete or something, right? Or Wendy. Anyway, you've been left to investigate on your own. Asking around at all local hotspots yields no leads. Velma's Diner, Hibbs Roadhouse, La Bella Luna. Each visit leaves you with only more questions. That is, until today. While walking down Central Avenue in downtown, minding your own business, you bump into a man in a long trench coat. You begin to apologize, but he simply continues walking briskly away from you. It isn't until you return home that you find the note in your pocket, one that wasn't there before. I have answers. Room 225. Tonight, come alone. They're watching. Uncertain of what else you can do at this point, you begin making preparations to meet this mystery person. And there's only one investigator in the game, playing true solo here. Intro 2. The Excelsior is busy tonight. Either the rumors haven't phased these guests, or the stories have given the hotel a new allure. Everything seems normal. Hotel staff carry luggage and cleaning supplies throughout the lobby and the main stairway. The man behind the front desk greets you with a curt nod and a thin smile. A uniformed security guard reads the latest Arkham advertiser in the corner. And yet, you can't get the note's final warning out of your mind. You stride quickly across the lobby and up the stairs, wondering if you should have let someone know where you're going. Joao, maybe? Was it wise to come alone? I think Joao's dead, right? Is Joao dead? Um, Yeah, basically. All right, sorry, Calvin. Anyway, was it wise to come alone? What if you're walking into a trap? You set your jaw and clench your fists as you stand in front of the blood-red door to room 225, and before you can second-guess yourself any further, you knock. There's no going back now. Intro 4. You sit in a chair in the suite's living room, watching as the man who slipped you the note paces about nervously. He rambles about secret meetings and watchful staff. The entire time, you find yourself glancing to the coffee table in front of you and the curved dagger that rests there. He pauses for a moment, pours himself a drink, and raises the glass to his lips with a shaky grip. He then pours a second drink and hands it to you. This is all going to sound crazy, he says, his voice little more than a whisper. He glances at every darting shadow and twitches at every creak the old building makes. I'm beginning to feel crazy, but there's too much going on here to just ignore, and I've been part of it long enough. You listen closely, but his words are starting to run together. Classic. His voice is ethereal and wispy, like wind at the end of a long tunnel. You blink rapidly. Your vision blurs. Next thing you know, you're on your feet. Your glass drops to the floor, and then you're playing a card game, and you have to set up all of the things in front of you. Well, we've already done that, but we will do the opening setup for our investigator, which is to draw a bunch of cards. Love to see it. We just did it. We won the scenario. Five of Pentacles. Um, Honestly, the rest of it's pretty good here too. I would love to maybe. I don't know if I need the Blood Eclipse right away. Old Keyring is probably good. Sparrow Mask seems prudent. Hunting Jacket will get me some resources. To some extent, I can put the Blood Eclipse in the Hunting Jacket, and that seems like maybe we just run this. Okay, I'm just going to run it. All right, the rest of the setup is we just have acts 1 and 2, agendas 1 and 2. There's some other ones that are set aside. Indeed, I begin play with the Bloodstained Dagger. Here it is, under my control. All right, so +2 combat for the attack, or exhausted, take a horror. Good for Calvin. Get +2 and deal +1 damage to the attack. If the attack defeats an enemy, draw a card. Okay, really nice. It's like the meat cleaver, right? What else is here? We begin play in room 225, and we have this leads deck here, which I guess I'll shuffle. 225 is right there. Okay. Great. We're ready to play. Check out the agenda. Agenda threshold is 1, more than usual, so 4. The murder. When you come to, you are standing over the man's body. You recoil immediately at the grisly sight. Multiple stab wounds perforate his chest. Blood spills onto the floor. It's the scene here, right? We just used maybe that bloodstained dagger became a blood sword. Kind of cool. What in the hell happened here? And why can't you remember a thing? Because you had a couple drinks, Calvin. Okay, your head is spinning as you try to make sense of the situation. Empty bottles are scattered about the room. Your hands tingle. The shadows seem to coil and writhe around you. Were you drugged, or is this something else entirely? So we need to spend 1 clue to draw the top card of Leeds deck, and we need 2 of them. This location has 3 shroud. It's the scene of the crime, of course, and we can take some actions to cover up our involvement here. We probably can't do this yet, so we'll work on getting clues instead. So we have an in thick of it for 1 and 1. I'm not going to touch anything up here. I'm just going to know that you get +1 willpower and intellect for each horror. And if I have anything else that puts these boosts up, I'll put them here and then just kind of do mental math here. I think that's just easier rather than having to change those numbers all the time. So just be wary of that. And then, yeah, same thing for the damage, combat, and agility. All right, let's get rid of this for now. We need to get some clues. We have the balcony. We have the second floor hall, foyer, and a restaurant. 2 clues. All right. The game does begin at this point, so we are going to do this. It gives us extra health and sanity, so we can go up to like 6s across the board. Pretty good. But we'll play the hunting jacket for action 1. Probably this keyring for action 2. Kind of like the idea of the sparrow mask as well. Let me put in a. Well, we don't need to do that. I was going to say we put in an attachment helper for this, but we'll just remember. We'll put this here and gain a resource. So we could investigate at 1-to-1 with the keyring, hoping to pull 0. What are our tokens, by the way? We've got a typical standalone setup where we've got a bunch of stuff, but there's a couple of -3s. Actually 4 -3s, which is a little spooky. And yeah, okay. Um, so we probably don't want to go crazy. Let's just put the Sparrow Mask down as our last action, and then we'll go to upkeep. Oh yeah, the spirit of humanity. This is, again, thematic. There's Calvin there in the art, and I'm not doing anything special with the blessed tokens or the curse tokens. I was thinking about it, and I decided not to. But this is just our way to maybe get our stats up. So we'll think about that. 1 doom out of 4. 4. All right, we have a hotel guest. 112 spawns at the nearest hall location, aloof patrol to the nearest crime scene location. So it's going to go here. She's peeking to see what's going on. And it does have victory 0, meaning that, yeah, okay. So she's going to get doom if she moves here. Killing her is bad. Parlaying is better. However, he's killed before. Only 1 health. Aloof though, so we can wait around, I think. So let's throw in this Spirit of Humanity here for action 1. And then let's take a damage and a horror. Might as well. And that adds 2 blessed tokens to the chaos bag. And then we can go 2-to-1 on a clue with the old keyring. Action 2. Nope. We try again. Also no. All right, well, it was worth a shot. We do have look what I found's in here. Anyway, she comes in here, and we're gonna add 1 doom to her because she's here. And I'm gonna think carefully about whether or not I want. Ooh, here's your parlay. Well, that's kind of cool. Okay. 3 of 4, and we'll take an encounter card. It is Blood on Your Hands. Test 2 willpower. Increase the difficulty of this test by 1 for each innocent enemy the victory display. Okay, maybe we don't want to kill her. If you fail, take 2 horror. If you're at a crime scene location, you must also choose and discard a card from your hand. Uh-oh. Okay, we want to pass this. We have 2-2. I think we're going to go ahead and take some more damage right now. I mean, it's just what we're doing. So it gets us 3. We'll try to get the clue from here. 3, 5-2. Ouch. Well, I don't lose anything from my hand, but we will take 2 horror. Okay, so we'll put 1 here and 1 there. So we got a base of 4 right now. Wow, that's super annoying. Okay, we do need to parlay with her. I guess I do recharge the Sparrow Mask, which I guess is good. 4. Yeah, I don't want this to build up. All right, let's do a parlay. We have 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay, we'll remove the blessed token, and that does discard her. Okay. Oh, action 1. We'll do an investigate. We've got 4-3, 4-1 with the keyring. Nice. We lose this. And then I think we mosey on over to the sweet balcony where we might find. Okay. All right, we can push a humanoid enemy off. All right. At least we can get the clue there pretty easily. All right, we go to upkeep. We have our grizzled, which, by the way, has hazard, humanoid, and elite. So that's pretty good. All right, 3 out of 4. Encounter card is, speaking of humanoids, okay. Spawns in the foyer. Hunter, 4/5/4. That's a bit tough for us to do right now. We don't have any other cards in hand. Hunter and patrol enemies. No, nothing. So he just goes here. Okay. How do I draw the top card? I just spend clues. Okay. All right. We try to get the clue. We have 4-2. Let's save the key ring, I think. Let's save the key ring. Okay. 4-2 is good for a clue. And then, I mean, we could continue to use this. Well, yeah, why not? Let's take a damage and a horror. Add 2 more bless tokens in. And we're going to spend 1 clue. And we're going to get the top card of the leads deck. It's the manager's key. Okay. And then I guess we spend the last clue and we get the alien device. Okay, we have the manager's key and the alien device. Great. Let's advance the act. It isn't much, but it's all you've got. Your only real option now is to explore the rest of the hotel and see what you can learn. It's only 2 clues. I guess so. All right, put each of the set-aside locations into play, remove the remainder of the leads deck, and then we're going to do some stuff. We're going to put in 3 copies of Encephalon Signal and then Hotel Security. All right. All right, we've got it all done. So let's move on to the next act, which is following leads. Thanks to leads you've discovered in the suite, you're fairly sure whoever framed you is still in the hotel. The only real question is where to find this person. Looking at the leads you found, you feel like the answers are right in front of you. So we're going to use some abilities on these cards to put clues on these leads. Okay. Enemy phase. This guy is going to come over this way, and I need to somehow kill him. We do have until the end of time, which I suppose is pretty good. We have a bunch of money, so it's like that's not really a big deal. We are going to advance the Doom over here. As you retrace your steps to make sense of the situation, there's a pounding on the door of the suite. This is the police, a stern voice calls out. We've gotten reports of a disturbance. Open up. All right, we get Sergeant Monroe. Okay, and he goes to the foyer. We have 1 Arkham officer enemy. Goes to the 2nd floor hall. All right. And then we have, I get the what have you done weakness. We'll look at it in a second. And for each of the circumstances which are true, place 1 clue and place 1 doom on an Arkham officer. Okay, this guy's going to get a bunch of doom. Because we didn't do any of those things. Hard to do that in solo. All right, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 clues. Fair enough. Okay. These guys are going to get shuffled in here. And then I have this weakness, additional cost for me to parlay. I have to discard a card at random. I can just take an action to get this into my deck. And that's all I got for you right now. We have 3 doom out of 12. You're not the only ones interested in the strange events at the Excelsior tonight, and the police are onto you. You're still not sure what happened or if it could happen again. Wish I had some dynamite. After investigator at the same location as a ready police enemy discovers 1 or more clues at the location or deals damage to a humanoid enemy. Huh. Each ready police enemy at that location engages that investigator and makes an immediate attack. So if I deal damage to this guy, he's going to attack me anyway. All right, you're going towards the nearest location with clues. You're going towards me. All right. Well, let's take an encounter card. Ah, the Encephalon signal. Place 1 doom on otherworldly meddler. Not going to happen. Test 4. That's funny. I wish I could do 2 damage to a humanoid enemy at my location. All right. We're going to test 5. We can go. This is a hazard. No, we'll go 7 to 4. That's a -3. Okay. We pass. So what are we going to do here? It's going to take a clue. I think we got to kill this guy. We got to get rid of all that doom. I just don't know how to do that at the same time as dealing with Mr. Trombley. So, I mean, he is aloof. We might need to just draw some cards, let these guys walk in, and then not get attacked for a bunch. I do have those counter punches in here, so let's get a test of will. All right. Let's shove that into the jacket. That was drawing a card. I'll put down until the end of time. And I think I just shuffle this. Am I going to parlay? I might not. I'll just draw another card. Aha, the Blood Eclipse. Right, I could also get the other Blood Eclipse out. Yeah, here's what we do. We take a damage, a damage here, and a horror here. Just don't take any direct horror in a second. Put 2 more plus tokens in. That gets us up to a pretty nice number. We do need to get rid of these just because of this. All right. So Arkham Officer moves in. So does Mr. Trombley, and he takes a doom because it's the end of the enemy phase. Move 1 clue. This guy's just here. We go to upkeep. At toe to toe. All right. 5 out of 12. A violent outburst. The nearest humanoid enemy readies, moves until it reaches your location, engages you, and makes an immediate attack. Okay, so we can pick the Arkham Officer, I think. Just to eliminate him. I think we do. He's going to attack me for 1 damage. All right. Let's get rid of this guy. So is he going to attack me? Scores 1 more. Deals damage to humanoid. Each ready police enemy at the location. Yeah, he will attack me. Okay. So I think the way we do this is we're going to throw this in here and take 1, 2, 3 resources. I should have at least one of these back. And we're going to take the top action. Yep. Top action is going to give me 7 to 3. We're attacking. Okay. I mean, this is just kind of the way things are. That's okay. We get rid of these. That is 1 damage. And then I think because he's ready, he attacks me as well. So we'll take another Sparrow Mask here. And then we're going to exhaust this and try to do extra damage. And we're going to take a horror and kill the hunting jacket. Okay. So we get +2, so that is 8. Nice. All right. This does defeat an enemy, so we're going to draw a card. Another hunting jacket. That's awesome. So this goes in the victory display. And my last action, I guess, because we're about to get attacked again, is we play another hunting jacket We're going to throw maybe this card here, take a resource. We're going to take 2 damage and a horror. We're going to go ahead and heal 1 and 1, putting a couple curses in. Okay. We're going to take 2 damage in order to do our attack, but that seems okay. All right, Mr. Trombley. 2 damage, 1 horror. Okay. We'll go 1, 1, 1 more there. Upkeep. Another grizzled. 2 out of 12. And we have a hotel guest. Nearest hall location. That's just the second floor hall, I believe. All right. So the blood eclipse is pretty cool. It's going to do 3 damage. And we need to do 5. So we do like the blood eclipse and the bloodstained dagger, I think. All right. We got to take 2 damage somewhere. Well, we put this toe-to-toe maybe in here and take 2 resources. And then we're going to spend, I think we heal the 1 and 1. And we're going to spend 1 and take like 1, 2. All right. So we're at 4, 5, 6 to 4 plus 3 is 9 to 4. This is for 3 damage. That is a -1 into a -3 is a -4 in total. So again, I was at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. -4 is 5. So I did succeed. That's going to be 3 damage. Thank you. And then we use the dagger and go 8 to 4. That's action 2. Yikes. Okay. So we were 8 to 4. This is -3 so far. And we're definitely going to fail that. That's not so great. Okay, we take a horror because we failed. There's an innocent enemy in the victory display. Okay, remove one of these. We'll take a horror. And now we're going to have to probably evade. Okay, we'll do an evade. We have 6 to 4. We have 8 to 4. Okay. There's only one of those cultists, man. Okay, great. We go to upkeep. Spirit of Humanity's back. I mean, I can just like load up the bag with these things, right? But we gotta kill this guy. Hotel security. Nearest empty location. Hunter retaliate. If there's at least one guest enemy in play, loses hunter and gains patrol. Nearest location with a guest enemy. Why? Sorry. You're here now, and one do. Nearest empty. I don't know if that matters. Anyway, this is the nearest empty location. Nearest location of the guest enemy. Okay. Well, we gotta go back to this plot. And we're going to throw down, I don't know, the Spirit of Humanity here, get 3 resources. And then take a horror, which is going to defeat this, draw these 3 cards. Okay. 8 to 4. And I took the horror. I mean, I still like 8 to 4. 10 to 4. Very nice. All right, this guy goes to the victory display. That was action 1. I draw a card, and it's resourceful. Ooh. Want to kill this thing too? I think it's just the parlay. I do need to heal. I do need to heal because I don't like what's going on with the damage here. Um, Honestly, I think we're gonna do it this way. Play this, and then we're gonna heal 2 and 2 and add a bunch of curse tokens. Why that makes sense, I'm not totally sure. Okay. So I'm gonna let her add Doom. That's okay. I have one more action. I really just want to move. But I can't. So we will draw a card. Long shot. That's pretty good. Okay. Um, Hunter or Patrol, I suppose. I guess they can both be in the same location for now. And we add another Doom to her. We go to upkeep. This is the buddy we're looking for. 6 out of 12. I don't know how much we're actually get done here. Just all I've done is add. Boy. So spawns here. I don't think I can deal with you right now. I think we have to go on the murder spree. Okay. I can move here, fight. I could fight with this. I mean, I feel like I really need Peter. So let's play Peter. 1, 2, 3. And I can move here and evade this guy with the long shot, maybe. So we're at this. And yeah, let's do that. Maybe with the resourceful as well. So I have 5, 6 to 2. Let's go 8 to 2. Guest enemies in play seems like it's just one. Okay. We succeed. We'll take the hunting jacket back. Evade this guy. Put a damage on him. Like that. And then we're good. Okay. Remember, I can't parlay per se. That's all right. Okay. Arkham Officer moves here as well. And it becomes Doom. All right. Toe-to-toe. I actually have like tons of stuff to deal with the enemies, but it's... Oh my god. Okay. It's just here. Engage with me. Nearest crime scene location. Jeez. Okay. And what's the rule here? Deals damage to... Okay. I'm gonna have to kill this police officer. I'm gonna have to take a bunch of damage, is unfortunately what the problem is here. Okay. So if we do this, we evade. We could do the parlay and then lose a random card. And that way we could then deal with the rest of the enemies. That's not great either. A toe-to-toe would be pretty good. Okay. I think we have to parlay with this guy. So we have 5. We have 7. And we need to discard a card at random. Grizzled. Okay, -1. So we take control of this clue. Nope, we automatically evade him. Okay, that was action 1. Now we can gang up on the rest of these guys. So we'll go toe-to-toe with the conspicuous staff. So I take a damage and a horror. Dead. And then last action, we use the dagger, but horror here, and we are at 7-4. Let's run it. -3. That is good. Okay, so this guy dies, and we draw a card. Finally. Okay. End of the enemy phase. And this is going to get doom. This is going to get doom. Are we dooming ourselves out here? Not yet. Almost, though. Another resourceful. 11 out of 12. Oh, come on. How many could there be? Okay. So much for the murder spree. Okay. At least they're all aloof. I think what we have to do is we have to get rid of this. So let's shuffle this back in our deck. Action 1. Action 2, we need to do this parlay. I have 5, 6 to 3. We'll go 8 to 3. 6 to 3. 8 to 3. Okay. Get rid of these two. She goes away. All right, we have not done any damage to these guys. So what happens? They pick up the clues. I can keep talking to them and get the clues off of them. That's not bad. I think this should be gone. Yeah, let's do another parlay. And then they're gonna start going somewhere else with clues. Of course, there's nowhere to go. Anyway, 5, 6, 2, 3. That is 0. So I'll take the clue. All right. I think they just stay here since there's no clues anywhere else. So we'll just go to upkeep, and I will lose a lot of stuff. I think the hunting jacket is where we stick around. All right. 8 out of 12. Driven to madness. Okay. We're going to attempt to kill this guy, I guess. Or we evade him. +1 evade. Yeah, all right. Okay. We have a 6 to 3 on an evade. Yeah. Let's start with that. Okay, that's good. So this is gone, and he's evaded. I think I'd take his clue next. 5, 6. Up 1. And now we're gonna okay, let's keep going here. Yeah, whatever. We lose 1, 2, 3 of these. Okay. We'll do it again. Yeah. Okay. At some point I need to run away from these guys. So we go to upkeep. They're ready. Again, they don't go anywhere. We didn't discover clues. Okay, long shot's good. 8 of 12. Encephalon signal. We have nothing to put into this, so we just go 5, 6 to 4. Okay, pass. I need to get going. So, you know what, Arkham officers? See ya, buddies. Second floor hall has a clue. After you enter this location, you may immediately move. If you do, okay. So we got the manager's key and the alien device. I think we just like go for the clue here at 5 to 2. 7 to 2. Okay. And then we can go I don't know. Let's go this way. And that's my turn. So we can go to the basement and we can go to, you cannot enter the office unless you control the manager's key. I do. Basement gains. Okay, so I just go in. Okay. These guys do move. I'm gonna stay one ahead of them. I'm gonna take a direct horror, I suppose. All right, 9 out of 12. See if we can finish this up. I mean, honestly, we just keep getting this thing. 7 to 4. I just keep passing. We'll take this clue at 6. Yep. Let's move down to the office, see what's here. All right, we get to test intellect 0. For each point you succeed by, may move a clue. Okay, nice. Okay, let's do that test. This is 6 minus 2, so I succeed by 4. We only need to put 2 here, right? 2 is the most I can really do. And then we need to go to the roof, I think. These guys are going to, unfortunately, go after the nearest location with clues. So maybe I get these clues first. All right, let's try that. 6 to 3. That's good. All right. Bozos, go ahead and walk over here. We go to upkeep. That's kind of what I was looking for a second ago. Hotel guest in the nearest hall location. That would be this one. And she's going to go towards the nearest crime scene, so back up that way. Okay, my turn. We get the clue and start moving. Okay, this is number of guests in play. There's only one. We move, and then we immediately move to another connecting location. I think it's the roof. Alien device, yeah. Okay. Elder sign. Nothing happens. I'm not counting that. All right, these guys start coming up the other direction. Is this a crime scene? No. She goes up this way. We go to upkeep. We have 1 round left. It doesn't seem likely. Hotel security again. Nearest empty location is, could be here. Okay. We do this. We test at 6, 7 to 3 if you succeed. Okay, we'll just go that. Yep. We'll move 2 to this. And then at the end of the round, we may choose to advance. Well, we don't have time for that, do we? Let's try to get the clue here just for fun. 6 to 1. Let's use the key ring. Yeah. Okay, I kind of forgot how this works, so let's continue from here. I've done the 2 actions. These guys don't have anywhere to go. We actually aren't done. There is more to do. So, we're gonna move back here since they're all aloof. She's gonna get, I don't want to get attacked by this guy either. She's gonna go somewhere where there's a crime scene, right? I kind of want to parlay with her just to get rid of her. Or I can deal with this problem. So yeah, let's move to connecting location. We think we need to be down in one of these places. It might be the restaurant. But let's go to the foyer because, you know, we could like maybe not get hit or something or whatever. I don't think this was a problem. I think there weren't hotel guests down here before. Okay. So we get a +1. That's fine. Okay, so that's our whole turn here. This guy goes here. She's gonna go towards the crime scene, and they don't know where to go. We go to upkeep. Okay, another Peter Sylvester. And then at the end of the round, we are going to advance. So let's do that. Read scenario interlude, the truth. Okay, here we are. Sorry, not this page. This one. So it doesn't really matter what we do here because we do have innocent enemies in the victory display. We do have 2 clues on each lead, which is I suppose is kind of nice, but we haven't done the cleaning up of stuff. But we killed 1 police officer. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Kind of felt like we had to though. So we are going to, I don't know, we can lie, go to the truth 3, and then we go to the truth 4, doesn't believe us. We remove all of the Arkham officers from the game and Sergeant Monroe. All right, so these guys are no longer a problem, and Sergeant Monroe is not a help either. Just the in-play locations, I think, not the other ones. Not the one that we killed. And then we move to we shuffle this, and then we go to 7, which is I guess the bottom here, and we read the leads below here. Okay. So, great. It says remove all Doom from play. So we remember what the purpose of this device was, and I guess, and we weren't the ones who killed the victim. Okay, so we remove all Doom from play, which is kind of the important part here, right? And we get the set aside the true culprit version 3 and move all clues from manager's key to alien device. Okay, so there's 4 clues here. Hope that's enough. And spawn the set aside hotel manager in the restaurant. Oh boy. Okay, we got 6 health to chew through here. Each guest enemy loses patrol and gains surge. Passive retaliate. Yeah, we could do this. We have the... No, we don't have that anymore. I thought we had the blood eclipse. All gone. At the start of the enemy phase, add 1 guest enemy at hotel manager's location to the victory display, then place 2 doom. Okay, they move back towards us. That's funny. Okay. 6 health. And then hopefully we can do something with the clues. Let's find the version that we want, though. Version 3. Okay. Put all these back. Okay, alien device gains. Exhaust alien device. Remove 2 clues. Add a staff enemy or location to the victory display, or deal it 2 damage if it is elite. I assume this is staff. Yeah. Does not provoke attacks opportunity. Okay. Great. 6 doom. Starting with that one. Different to madness. The nearest humanoid enemy. That's this one. Okay, +1 fight, +1 help, loses aloof, can't parlay. Okay, is there something about surge? Loses patrol and gains surge. Okay, I think we just like run in and see what we can do. Probably do an evade. We move into the restaurant for action 1. We can do stuff we don't want to do, I guess. We exhaust the alien device, remove 2 clues from it, and deal 2 damage. Okay. And then we do an evade at 4. We have 6. This seems important though. So we'll commit this and this and go 6 Plus 3 is 9. Okay, that's another damage and exhaust them. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay, at the... Oh, this is connected, isn't it? All right. So we're going to get attacked here. Okay. 2 damage. Before that happens, let's maybe heal. Let's put 2 curses in and heal 1 and 1. And then we're going to get the 2 damage. 1, 2. Okay. Loses hunter and gains patrol nearest location of the guest enemy. Actually, this doesn't hit me at all. Let's get rid of those curses. I think I made a mistake there. So we go back to, I think it was like this. Yeah. Loses hunter and gains patrol nearest location with the guest enemy. Here. Do they like... I don't understand. At the start of the enemy phase... Oh, then it moves. Okay, so actually, he doesn't move. He's just going to hang out with him. All right. Upkeep. Track shoes. 2 out of 6. Violent outburst. Well, I will choose... I will choose the 1 damage enemy. Engages me and punches me for 1. Like that. Okay. Well, we only need to do a little bit more damage, so let's just do that. Remove 2 of these. 2 damage. And then we're going to try to fight at 8 to 3. I guess we do. And that's it. We have finished the scenario. Possibly we're supposed to put 2 Doom on Hotel Manager. That seems a little crazy though, right? Yeah. It's a common event, so no, you don't. Okay, that was it. Hotel Manager is defeated, only 6 health, and we complete the objective, so we go to R1. Very nice. I'm not familiar with the scenario enough to think about like all the intricacies here, but I did remember that that first Doom threshold is not the end of the scenario, very stupidly. Okay, resolution number 1. Nobody will ever believe what you witnessed at the Excelsior. Not 3 days later, the hotel was open again, like nothing had ever happened. You know better, though. You witnessed it all firsthand. The events continue to haunt your dreams and your waking thoughts. Even now, you go out of your way to avoid the Excelsior, though weeks have passed, and there's been no sign of any other nefarious schemes within its accursed walls. The only thing that can quiet the echoing memories of that horrible experience is a visit to the local speakeasy. More booze, Calvin. But all the booze in the world can't keep the grisly visions from your nightmares, waking you in the dead of night with a violent start, soaked in sweat. That's when you notice the person asking around town about the Excelsior. Innocent questions at first, but more prodding with each passing day. Surely they will believe you. Somebody has to. You may have broken free of the Excelsior's grasp, but there will be other victims of that, you are sure. It's all a facade. Room 225 tonight. It's not over. All right. Have fun. We do have to get a detective or madness weakness in the deck, though, which is sort of funny, but that's it. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. More things in the future. If you have any suggestions of things you want to see, of course, always let me know down in the comments. Until next time, see ya.